Good morning to all of you. Dr. E. Veera Singh, Vice Chancellor of National School of Business Management, and Dr. Chaminda Ratnayaka, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Nsbm, Deans of the different faculties, the academic staff members, distinguished guests, and all those who are graduated from this renowned Plymouth University today, and ladies and gentlemen. Let me at the outset congratulate all the students who have graduated today for a job well done, and also let me wish them all the very best in their future endeavors, and most probably the professional careers they start sooner than later. And I would be failing in my duties unless I thank Dr. Veera Singh and also the organizing committee of this wonderful event for inviting me to come as the chief guest of this function. I'm deeply honored. And I know most of the students who are here today, you're quite fortunate. One thing is that you've been graduated from one of the best universities in the world. And also on the other hand, this is one of the state-of-art institutions, tertiary education institutions in the country now. So we know Dr. Veera Singh and the academic members given their best to the students of the institution. Nsbm is only 6 years old. This stems from the other organization, National Institute of Business Management, where Dr. Veera Singh was spearheading, and as a brainchild of his and also then Minister of Vocational Training, Honorable Dallas Alha-Peruma, started this function. So it's great to see how best that you all are serving the students of this country and also some of the foreign students. The tertiary education, the tertiary education that you provide to the students of this university are world class. So I have no doubt that almost all the students are readily employable in Sri Lanka and elsewhere. So I thank everyone here, those who are organized, for having done a wonderful job of work. Sri Lankans consider free health and free education as the two jewels of the crown of the Sri Lankan nation. I know even though some of the students who are here today, even though you have to pay a nominal fee for your education at this tertiary level, I'm quite convinced that 99% of you have benefited from the primary and secondary education which was given free to almost all the students in this country. I've immensely benefited personally from primary, secondary and tertiary education system that exists in this country. So that was one of the most important events in the recent history of Sri Lanka, when late Honorable C.W.W. Kannangara moved the free education bill in 1945 in the State Council, which had molded and groomed the lives of almost all the Sri Lankans. There had been a greater transformation of the Sri Lankan system since the free education bill was introduced to this country. If I may recall some of the statistics in relation to education system, we had only 3,000 schools at the time of we gained independence in 1950. We have 10,000 today. We had only one university in this country, that was only the University of Colombo. We have 18 state-owned universities, and we have much more private universities. And contrast to 200 graduates we produced in 1950, we are producing nearly 50,000 graduates per annum, which is a significant increase. And also the quality of education has gone up. More importantly, we had only 52% of primary enrollment rate for grade 1 in 1950, which has gone up to about 99%, and parallelly literacy rates have also gone up. And also in the health sector, we have recorded super gains. World Health Organization recognizes Sri Lanka as one of the countries where better services are provided at lower costs. Our infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate has come down, and it has gone to the world-class levels. Our life expectancy at the time of we gained independence from the Britishers was 52 years. Now it has gone up to about 78 years, and we are world leaders in vaccine preventable diseases. Recently we saw some of the commitments from the healthcare workers, and we managed to contain COVID thanks to healthcare workers and their experience in this country. So in the education sector and also in the health sector, we have fared reasonably well. So it's nearly 75 years Sri Lanka had gained independence from Britishers after 450 years of colonialism. And also it's 76 years since one of the most important pieces of legislation had been passed in Sri Lankan State Council, Free Education Bill. Since then, we had seen some of the social transformations, even most of us failed to recognize them. We had only 1% telephone coverage in this country. Today we have about 30 million telephone connections, more than the population of the country. Our electricity coverage was 5%. We have 99% electricity coverage. And also we had only 50% of sanitary water facilities to people of this country. It has gone up to about 85%. There is a wide range of road network, it's fast developing. And telecommunication sector, for that matter, is one of the best in the world. And we would be trying 5G technology in Sri Lanka. That would be the first country in the region to try and test 5G technology in Sri Lanka. So there had been a lot of achievements. But also I know most of you are here today, especially the educated middle class segment of the country, are not happy with the economic achievement of ours. We were just crossing the $4,000 per capita income mark about 5 years ago. We have gone any beyond afterwards. So when we were looking at that critically, why we are lagging behind in relation to some of the countries in the world, especially in relation to developed world, what we gather clearly is that we were nearly 100 to 200 years behind in relation to reaching the benefits or innovations of the first, second, and third industrial revolutions. Those academics who are here today and learned young set of people, I know you know much better than me about these subjects. But we were virtually 150 years behind in relation to reaching the benefits of those three industrial revolutions. But the difference in the 21st century is we are reaching the benefits of fourth industrial revolution now in parallel to the world. Whatever that is discovered in the far corners of the world is reached within seconds to Sri Lanka. So our students are benefiting by that knowledge imparted elsewhere in the world. So that's why people of this age are quite literate about computer, Internet of Things, 3D printing, coding, artificial intelligence, robotics. Even the school children, they are quite aware of those situations. So we are in par with the world now. So I'm very optimistic that we see the dream that we see for our mother country, dream that you see for your mother country, and our forefathers, the dream that they have seen for our mother country over a long period of time, to see Sri Lanka becoming a developed country. But I'm quite optimistic that we should be able to achieve that target because we are marching along with the other developed countries in the world, and we have a superhuman capital being developed in this country. So our asset, the main asset of the country is the human resource factor. So we are gradually converting this human resource factor into valuable human capital. So I must congratulate Nsbm for contributing immensely for that creation of the valuable human capital in this country. Together, I hope, I pray that with your help, my mother country would see that we are passing the magical figure of 12,000 per capita income within next 2 decades. So let us work together to make our motherland a developed country. Thank you very much and all the best to you.